Good Morning Night Vale is brought to you by The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a new independently produced and crowdfunded 10-episode original audio drama. Set in a deceptively familiar world of electronic surveillance and machine-mediated communication, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine follows Lydia Ryan and her friends, lovelorn Ethan and wannabe internet sensation Dee, as they struggle to unravel the mystery of her mother's disappearance. Escape the sinister Fontaine family, and survive the feud over her grandfather's supernatural legacy. It weaves bitter family drama and high-stakes intrigue with fantasy and cyberpunk elements to create a surreal mystery about secrets and grudges, old books, big data, and the promise of infinite knowledge. And do not forget the talking birds. It's a full-cast production with original music and a bespoke soundscape presented through a series of found-footage-style surveillance recordings. And it's important to note, this show was made entirely without generative AI. Even the computers are voiced by human actors. Episodes are free, and you can start listening right now with the Season 1 finale due to come out on August 16th. For more information, go to lydiadisappears.com. and find The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine wherever you get your podcasts and start listening from the beginning.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
True beauty is on the inside,
where everything is red and glistening and full of practical organs and sharp rocks.
Good morning, Greater Desert Bluffs metropolitan area.
My name is Meg Christine Bashwiner. That is my Christian name, because it has the word Christ in it.
My name is Symphony Nicole Sanders, and that's my periodical name because there's nickel in it.
And I'm Hal Scott Lublin, and this voice you're hearing, much like my name, is pure Jew. And this is Good Morning Night Vale, the show where actors from Welcome to Night Vale talk about Night Vale, dissecting episodes and discussing your theories, talking to people who made the show, including us. We talk to ourselves. That also counts. And we're just going to keep it rolling as we approach the end of a major storyline.
That major storyline is Strex Corp. All right, so the description is Strex Corp begins massive renovations on the radio station and all of Night Vale, plus updates from the company picnic of indeterminate length, free-floating cats for anyone who wants them, and a strange new art print. Let us come together to talk about it.
Let us discuss, my children.
So the renovations are moving along at a breathtaking pace. I think that's what we were kind of touching back on what we were talking about in the last episode, how the Strex people, Desert Bluffs people, are very good at their jobs. So their construction is organized and quick and swift and abrupt.
And they're on it. They're effing up, and they are shut up. You know, there's some disruptions. Let's look at the tiny people in the Desert Flower Bowling Alley. They are, building their Hunto car. Every time I say it, I feel like
you got it right that time.
Oh, I did. Good. Because I always say Hunkotar. I don't know. Okay. Dyslexia. They've renamed it the Cathedral of Huntokar. And then they've also torn down the RVs and built a scale model of the Arby's.
A 1-to-1 scale model of the Arby's.
Which is great. I wonder if they still have that roast beef, though.
In complete proportion.
You wouldn't even know the difference, except this idea that they're fixing everything, which obviously carries over into Old Oak Doors, and they're improving things and essentially scrubbing everything that makes Night Vale Night Vale.
Yeah.
Is very surprising. I know I mentioned it over Slack. There's a network-wide Night Vale Slack, and we have our own private conversation in it because we're very cool and high-tech. I had a very strong emotional reaction to this episode. You don't realize, we talked about this last episode, right? There was a question of how has this affected you in the way you think and just the show, listening to it. And my answer was that listening to it hasn't changed the way I think about things or look at the world, but it has helped me become more attached to the world and community of Night Vale, this world that they've built. And it didn't occur to me how the extent that it had affected me and how attached to it I was until the moment of Cecil's return, when the swell of the Night Vale theme happened. I started to tear up. I was listening to it while driving to work, and it made me start crying, which I did not expect at all. Just that, I'm more attached to this than I thought I was. And that, I felt I understand at a deeper level how this affects listeners of listeners of the show.
Definitely. I remember when I listened to this episode the first time, fresh, before I was really we were doing shows. Anyway, I listened to this episode and it was just I got that feeling of butterflies in my stomach when he comes back and the swell of the music. I felt that exact same thing, Hal. It's really just very attached to the way life is in Night Vale. And then when it's being ripped away and, things that we love, like Koshek, they're trying to get rid of all the cats, the kittens in the bathroom. And you're like, no, this world that I've come to know and love is being dismantled. And what was wrong with that,
Yeah, there's definitely an allegiance to Night Vale that I didn't know was so strong in me that is really revealed when you see Cecil come back and you're like, yeah, that's my home. He represents my home. He's the guy. That's my people. I guess it's the whole, we talk a lot of shit about USA, but then when push comes to shove, we're like, that's my home,
Yeah.
Then you see an eagle flying over fireworks and you go,
there's a military flyover and you're like, oh, the military.
The power that we have. It's also it's an earned moment. It made me cry in the same way that Avengers Endgame made me cry. A lot of moments in that of just overwhelmed and an earned moment, maybe more than anything else, right? That they have earned my trust and brought me in and gotten me involved, and now they're paying off / rewarding my involvement, my listening to it, my staying with it, the loyalty that we've had. They're here, we're giving you the moment that you would hope for, and you get excited. And the build is really strong. So, even the it gets worse before it gets better at the end of the episode, which is so great. That idea of we're tearing it down. The elementary schools are out of here. The abandoned missile silos are gone.
And you have this feeling, you're like, okay, I know the fight isn't over. Even at the end of this episode, the fight has only just really begun. But now I just feel like the great thing about this episode is that it tears away all of the pretense that we had before of, oh, we'll just go along with the flow. And it's no, we're going to stand up for what we love and what we believe in and to live the life that we want to live free.
I also had a really strong visual in my head of what Cecil looked like when he returned.
What was it?
He was in a cape, not a superhero cape, but a rich lady cape. But it was black with star, a celestial print on it. And he was holding Koshek, and he was very, and black silhouetted, like very serious, like fabulous with a cat and like completely in control. It was like he almost came back new for me. Because like you kind of go back and forth with Cecil about like, can we trust this character? Is he a reliable narrator? Is he on our side? Is he just doing what he's told? But when he comes back, it's like he comes back as the hero.
That moment for me was very much when Gandalf comes.
Gandalf the White.
Yeah, that moment, but also when he comes with the writing guys to save them from the castle, like he comes with all the horse people. He's like, "Oh, look for me at the dawn on the third day," or whatever.
Yeah.
I've never seen The Lord of the Rings.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no.
You've never seen a Lord of a Ring?
I've never seen no Lord of a One Ring.
Meg, there are horse people.
Yeah.
They're not horse
now?
people. They're people on horses. You could,
even better.
And there's women who can be on the horses.
Women
That's
can be
good.
on the horses.
That's great.
You think it's just men on those horses? No, women, and perhaps
Equality.
those beyond the binary. We don't know. We don't know what gender classification and gender identity
You're right.
and politics are like.
You're right.
In Middle Earth.
Horse people come in all shapes and sizes.
They really
Horse
do.
people got a good reason to horse.
Anyways, so yes, I imagine him actually. I imagine the picture getting like bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't know what, like almost phased into reality. And there's like a big white bright light from backlit, and I just imagine big hair, like big kind of silvery hair, and like I honestly believe that Cecil wears a bunch of wigs.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
well,
like
yeah.
every day. So Cecil doesn't look like any one thing.
He's like Kylie Jenner.
Yes. One day green hair, another day purple hair. You know what I mean? And has like all these interesting, crazy outfits. I can totally go with the cape, but it would be cape-let for me, like short, almost like 3/4. You know, not a full cape. And like some
No, not a full cape, but yeah, it's 3/4 definitely.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I see
And it's
that.
black, like celestial print.
Wow, I like that. I always imagined a really sharp lines on Cecil, but I love it. And yes, he's definitely holding Koshak. In his power, he looks like a Patronus in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I picture him in like brown corduroy pants, the purple shirt with the sweater vest, like the normal thing, but the sleeves are rolled up.
Okay.
And just like standing determined, like just him. He's had his wake up moment, like when Neo takes control of the Matrix.
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler alert.
That movie is like 20 years old.
Well, some people haven't seen it yet, and there's
Some
a
people
fourth
have
one
only
coming.
been alive for 5 minutes.
There's not much time left for people to watch the first one and regret the other two, and then watch the fourth.
Man, I don't mind them all.
You don't mind them all? When's the last time you watched them?
Fucking 2000. Whenever
Wow.
they ended. No, I watched those movies each like twice. I'm not a serial watcher though. There's only
Sure.
a couple movies that I am like that with. Like Hocus Pocus. It is the month of our
That you will
Lord.
watch over and over again?
Yes.
That's what it's that's what we're almost in Hocus Pocus month as of this recording, September 30th.
But today is Halloween.
Oh, happy Halloween, everybody, by the way. All you
Happy
ghosts and goblins.
Halloween. You know what?
What?
I can lie and just be like, I dressed up like if we all dressed up like Cecil, this is what our headcanons would be. That's
Right.
our Halloween costumes.
Your Halloween costume is your first pet's name, plus the street where you grew up,
That's ridiculous.
and your shoe size. I can't wait to see where Meg has gone and what she's doing.
She's rummaging through the
Yeah, she just has lost her mind and is rummaging through a box in her office.
Are you
I'm
looking for
trying
your
to
notes?
find my charging cable so I can charge my phone, which is dying.
No.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Well,
It's got to be somewhere, guys.
Can you borrow Josie's?
We don't have the same phone, Joseph and I.
Oh, that's right. You
Wait,
have an
what?
iPhone and he has an Android phone.
Yeah, because I'm not a monster.
yeah, that's
course.
ridiculous. What is he trying to hide?
What is he trying to hide?
Android users are just trying to hide something.
I really want you to dig through that box and start throwing a series of horse figurines behind you. That for sure is what is in that box. There's got to be at least one horse
It's
per
my
box.
backpack that I'm looking through.
Well, surely there's one horse in there. We got a horse in the backpack.
And the old iPhone, I'm gonna charge you like no more.
All
I want to
right.
look up the lyrics.
That sucks.
Lauren is super insidious here.
Oh, definitely.
When she crashes the markets to try and see if she can get another level out of Kevin.
Yes.
Which, of course, doesn't work. I mean, he's kind of a disappointment in that way. Like, oh, I just get nicer.
Yeah, you know what it is? I think that, like, Lauren is just, like, so menacing, but, like, and Kevin just, like, adapts and deals with it. And I don't know. He's just cooler. And I want to be friends with Kevin. I don't want to be friends with Lauren.
It's always great when your leaders are manipulating the markets for their own gains.
Well,
Lol.
We get the lighthouse, the return of the lighthouse, in the painting on the wall next to the one of all the teeth.
oh, and the fact that in the world of Desert Bluffs, like, the only art is art with teeth in it. Because, like,
Right.
that's ridiculous, and I love it. And that's partially probably why Mal kept getting teeth from fans at Night Vale
I don't
shows.
know if it had anything to do with that. I think
it's
people just wanted
unrelated,
to
People
give
just
Mal
like teeth.
teeth. People just like teeth.
If you see Mal Blum, give them teeth.
Give them just like a handful of your teeth.
Mal, do you collect teeth? Are you listening? Also, I can't wait till the next time we text one another and I text you and then 7 months later you text me back. I know we've discussed this before.
The great thing about Mal Blum is that they will text you back.
Yes.
Just not in a timeline that is, a timeline that is understood by the rest of the humans on Earth.
Yes.
I think that's because Mal Blum is also from Night Vale, and they have their time. They just perceive time differently, or maybe they got it from this Best Buy.
Oh, that Best Buy ad is
Gold.
serious.
It's gold. I just thought it was so. Are you cold? And I was just like, it was so creepy, and it made me feel like I was questioning. I'm like, am I a ghost? And the answer is no, I am not a ghost.
Are you sure? What about that ghost behind you right now?
Shut up. No, I'm in a bright lit room, Hal Lublin. You can't get me.
I see the Babadook's hand over your shoulder. It's fine.
I'm in the corner of the room. Nothing behind me. And if it sucks me into the wall because it is a specter, whatever.
What if there is a ghost, but it's just Slimer? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, no, Slimer's cool.
Slimer's cool. He just eats hot dogs. That's all he wants is to eat hot dogs.
There are worse things.
That's the ghost of Fatty Arbuckle. A lot of people know that.
Wait, what?
Slimer is the ghost of Fatty Arbuckle, who also loved hot dogs.
Didn't he do wasn't there some Me Too shit with Fatty Arbuckle?
He was set up by a studio head. A studio head hired a woman to charge into a premiere and accuse him, I think, of assault at best, which turned out to be fake but ruined his career.
Oh, so he was reverse Me Too'd.
He was he was Me Too'd, but not. He was innocent. Apparently, that's the story. I may be wrong. That is my understanding of it. That it was like a hit job.
I'm just trying to. It was on Drunk History, I think. So
Yeah,
I think it's
Wow.
called a U2. It's called a Bono.
it's called The Unforgettable Fire. Bono. That's what I say whenever I shoot a jumper in basketball. Bono.
So Cecil's back, y'all, and it's
Yes.
We're pumped.
there's some crazy stuff that's gone on. How we get here and what's happening. What was the Night Vale citizens are our fan favorites, what they were up to in order to get back.
Oh, yes. We get some more info on John Peters, the farmer, being able to, and all these people that were over there. Maureen helped out. Dana is really coming through in the clutch. Old woman Josie and the Ericas. We get the nice giants. Are we calling them giants? Is that an incorrect, not PC term?
Big person, good, because there's little people, so then there would be big people.
Yeah.
But Andre the Giant was Andre the Giant.
Yeah,
That's right.
But that was the 80s.
He was
Yeah.
the eighth wonder of the world.
Wait, what?
He was the eighth wonder of the world. That's how they billed him.
Wow.
The eighth wonder of the world. And then when China wrestled, she was the ninth wonder of the world. Wrestling history with Hal Lublin.
Is China still with us?
No, she passed away.
No.
She
May
is,
she
she
rest.
is dearly departed. R.I.P. R.I.P. Joni Laurer.
Not to totally detract from that point, like bum sauce, but a couple of things that I thought were really funny when Daniel, who is a robot, right, or an AI, do we think
We're not sure if he's organic or not.
Right, I know.
We don't know.
But what? No, I mean, like, what do you think? I would like to think he's a robot,
Yeah.
like a dumb robot, not like T2 or anything. Not.
What a dumb robot.
He's just like a worker robot, you know? Like he's got.
Yeah.
I imagine him having kind of plasticky skin. Anyways, but apparently no one ever told him the deadly consequences of taking photos of cats. I find that hilarious because I've spent so much of my life taking photos of cats. I love taking photos and looking at photos of animals. I actually just changed my TV screen saver to being pictures of cats. Are you guys still my friends?
Of course. I love cats.
Yeah, sure. I'm a dog person, not a cat person, but I support you.
But I think it's funny that that's what killed him, though.
Well, that'll do that.
Yeah, and then I thought it was also poignant, this line, others of you are trapped in the mistaken impression of how your life should supposedly be. But that started long before this whole Strex thing. That's something only you can fix through reflection and laughter and acceptance.
And we'll think about that in the fan zone a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
See, so it connected with more people than just me. So
Yeah, Cecil's ending monologue is pretty serious. There's lots, like we had been missing Cecil for a whole episode and a half. And
totally.
there he comes. He back. And he's got a lot of things to say about what all of this means. I am continually drawn to the hero stuff, be the hero that you want to come save you. Like, you need to do that. No one's coming. You need to be the hero.
Yeah.
I've been thinking a lot about that plot line lately. And just as we've been going over it, it's a very important thing, I think.
Agreed.
But it's also a ton of pressure, too. Because it's like, can I just be me? Do I need to be the hero? I feel like I'm so tired.
Well, it's scary. It's hard. It's thankless, and possibly very dangerous to be a hero.
Yeah, like I don't have good balance.
Yeah, those moments of extreme pressure and duress kind of help you learn who you are. And if you're not the hero that you want to be in the world, then you may eventually be someday. You can get there, but you kind of have to go through the test. You could do all the training, all the preparation in the world, but until you actually confront that moment, that's really where you figure out who you are.
Up next, we hear from fans and friends of the podcast about their theories, comments, and questions. But first, a conversation about this episode's weather. This episode's weather is High Tide Rising by Fox.
This one totally fits what's happening here. This is like, grab your apocalypse friend. It's time. Let's start going.
Dude.
Yep.
I rocked out to this song, and I wrote in big, like bold letters, there's a big storm a brewing, and rock out, because it was a head bobbing, but like get it together, like everybody's doing a montage of grabbing pitchforks and other weapons, ready to step up and challenge and be tough.
What's your weapon for the apocalypse besides your empathetic kind heart?
Actual weapon, like melee weapon. Okay, I have an aluminum bat. I'm talking real stuff. I have a metal bat that my dad taped when I moved to the city, taped a little strap to that goes along my wrist so that I can run and it won't hit me in the leg. But then I could stop, swing it up, and bash someone in the head with it.
Yeah, you can nunchuck it as well as bat it.
That's right. So
it's nice.
It's
That's really
pretty
nice
great.
of your dad to fashion that weapon for you.
But I have thought about this quite extensively. I don't have a go bag, but I could be prepared pretty quickly.
I really want a flamethrower. If not like in real life, but if it was the apocalypse, I'd really enjoy a flamethrower. After seeing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I'm like, that comes in handy, man.
I'm going to go fantastical with it. I'll take Mjolnir, the mighty hammer wielded by Thor.
Well,
Because I can throw it, it comes back to me. It's got a strap on the back, so I can spin it around and fly if I need to. And I can summon lightning and fry people who try to attack me.
only if you're worthy, Hal.
I am worthy. I'm really cool.
Well, we went from real to virtually impossible melee weapons, but I think they all would do a bang-up job when the world inevitably collapses.
Yeah. It's soundtracked by the band Fox. Which
Yes.
During my Googling, Fox seems to be 3 dudes.
Cool.
I can't tell if Fox is still an existing band. Their website is no longer active. Their Bandcamp says that they're 3 guys from Kalamazoo, Michigan. So what up, Kazoo?
Oh, been there. Had coffee and a
yeah.
snack.
Like Kazoo. Went to the Third Coast coffee place.
Oh, yeah.
Got a sticker and
Got
a
that
coffee.
That sticker's on my bag.
Shout out to Kalamazoo. Shout out to Fox. Fox also had something on their Bandcamp about how like they started playing music because they thought it would make them cool, and it didn't. So, I thought that was kind of cute.
Well,
But it's a very cool song. So
yes, it is a very cool song. And I think it fits perfectly in with this episode and the mindset of this episode at the point at which Cecil comes back to us and brings us into the weather. Hal, what did you think of this song?
Hold on to your balloons, everybody. I enjoyed it a great deal. I agree it fit really well. Told you, it's a great 2-episode run, and the weather's definitely part of it. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. It's great.
You did
It's
it.
very good.
You did it, buddy.
I liked it. You happy? Are you happy?
You're a champion amongst
Am I happy?
men.
I'm
Can
so
I be
happy that
happy?
I think that we should dive in full force to the zone where the fans live.
Ooh, yeah.
FanZone Calzone, please.
Stay right there. Good Morning Night Vale will return after a brief break.
All right, this is from Emily. Emily writes, "Hello, Hal, Symphony, and Meg. First of all, I'm sorry, Hal. This email is largely for Meg and Symphony.
Whoop.
But I do think that you are A, an amazing person, and B, supremely talented. Thank you for sharing your skills with the world."
No problem. I'll go fuck myself while this is done. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Wow.
No, go ahead, please.
Secondly, I went to my first WTNV live show on Friday, 9/13/19.
Oh,
It was
woo.
so good. It was so much better than anything I ever expected, so I wanted to pass along my compliments to Symphony and Meg. I can't believe you both were able to run in those heels. That must have been sorcery or demonic sacrifice. Teach me your ways. And I am so impressed, totally blown away.
I got to agree. How do you do that? Sorry, hold on. Time out. I know I'm not part of this, but I've seen this show.
Yeah.
And y'all are up there on practically fucking tin can stilts running around. How do you do it?
No, we're stomping the patriarchy as we run in
Yeah.
our heels. I would
Fantastic.
say, number one, acting. I hate to break it to you, but we're not running as fast as it looks like we're running.
Yeah.
We're
we
making
just-
you think that we're running real
We're
fast.
making the big moves, making
Little
it look
feet.
real hard. Little tiny, safe feet.
That's
We
right.
both wear ankle straps on our shoes so that
Yeah.
they stay attached to our feet, which is helpful.
And we're just practiced.
and we're fit women.
I'll tell you what, I can do a lot of things in those heels. I can do rolls and stuff, dive rolls. Remember, I went to circus school, but I like to keep it safe. I could probably catch you, Meg, right? Do you think? You're a pretty fast runner. You're a good runner.
I do all right. It's a lot of bouncing. I'm not the right shape for running, but I don't let it get in my way.
You are the right shape for running. You're human.
Hey,
shape.
right? Everybody's a runner's body if you're running.
But you
From Symphony.
you run a lot more distance than I am willing to run. Generally, I'm made for sprinting.
You're a speed. Yeah, you're all built for speed. I'm built for distance because I can be in pain for a long time and get through it. But I can't be in a lot of pain for a short amount of time, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I'm like a little leopard, cheetah. I'm gonna get you real fast.
And I am the tortoise that could. Moving back to this lovely, lovely message from Emily. Thirdly, I want to thank Symphony for posing for a photo during the show. Emily attached this. I'll put it on the Patreon. I probably looked a little bit creepy, so thanks for embracing the strangeness. My cousin was sitting next to me, and you made her year. She doesn't have anyone living near her who also likes WTNV, so she has to wait for me to visit/communicate from afar. I think it's a little hard on her that her school doesn't have nerdy people for her to hang out with. So if you read this email on the air, please share any encouraging remarks for Scooter. Scooter, it's okay. One day you're going to go somewhere where there's a bunch of weird people, and there's also the internet where most of the weird people live, and you are always welcome in our Welcome to Night Vale community. So reach out to people on the internet maybe you can chat with to talk about. There's all sorts of fandoms and communities for people who don't live by cool nerdy people to still get to have a community. So I wish you the internet. And in the absence of the internet, there's books. Make friends with a book.
Yeah, when you're a youth and there's not people nearby you, that's really tough. But there might be people nearby you still. But if not, yeah, the internet's a great place. And then you can talk to anybody in the world.
Join the theater club.
Yeah. And then when you grow up and move away from there to somewhere else, you'll meet some people that are like-minded. Or you might go to one of those cities from one of those people that you talk to on the internet. Who knows? The world is your oyster, Scooter.
Scooter, attend a Rocky Horror Picture Show performance if one such exists in your community.
That'll tell you who's who.
Yeah.
Finally, obviously I listened to Good Morning Night Vale, and I've heard Symphony say to Meg's face, that's in all caps, that she would adjust the mic before she left the stage so that Meg wouldn't have to try to hold her script, physically act, and make an adjustment to the mic stand. Symphony, this did not occur. You did not help Meg out. I know you're doing your best, Symphony, but after the show, Meg ran out to help at the swag table, so I felt a little bad to see her struggle with the mic stand.
Okay, so what was this? What was this, Columbus?
What was 9/13? I'd have to look at the calendar.
Yeah, I think it was.
It's a Friday. I think it was Columbus because I did pop out for merch.
I'm like, no, I remember that night specifically, and I'm gonna tell you what. I don't think I even adjusted my microphone. I left it because generally it's just you and me who use that microphone. But we had a third person and I got confused.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, Meg. I will do my best in the future. However, you know what? I can admit my wrongs and my wrongdoings. I made a mistake.
I didn't even notice, and this is not like the most passive-aggressive way to call you out on this. I'm not like, well, let's go into the Google inbox and see if there's someone who can talk to Symphony about this for me, because I have no balls. No, I thought it was a really fun...
That's hilarious.
Email from Emily, and also, yeah, we have some... The last Spy in the Desert tour is concluding over the next 2 weeks. So we will be... we're doing... I think we have 11 more shows left of Spy in the Desert as of the airing of this episode. So check our website if we're coming to see you. Come see us because it's a really fun show. And maybe you'll see if Symphony adjusts the microphone or does not adjust the microphone. But it will be there for you to judge with your own eyes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, on this last tour, I've never had so many times where the microphone was so hard to twist or like drop down that I just tilted the mic towards my mouth.
Yeah, I did that too. We had a lot of bajiggity stands.
Yeah, and then I would just stand kind of to the side so people could see my face. So, because otherwise it's like all microphone nose.
Yep.
Yeah, and you get the shadow on your face.
It's not a good look. We're out here doing it for the gram, you guys.
I'm doing it for my gram, who's my grandma.
Your grandma.
You know, I'm doing it for her.
Isn't grandma 90 now?
She turns 90. Well, she will, as the airing of this episode, she will be 90.
Oh, happy birthday, grandma.
Doing it for the grandma.
Doing it for the grandma.
Chima.
Next up, we have in the calzone, Baronet. I'm going to say Baronet.
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 What?
Hello. Hello, Baronet.
Hello, Baronet. What?
I have always thought that Strexcorp as having an almost 1950s kind of vibe to them. Anyway, I'm going to stop that. With the image of the smiling through the terror and an overall cheerful look, thoughts, ? Or what sort of overall aesthetic would you assign them? Honestly, for me, in my mind, Strex Corp, all of them look like they have they're like the nice neighbors. Everybody's in slacks and sweaters. It's like very business casual. Like they all work in some sort of relaxed but like not creative business, but just like, oh hey.
Yeah, I kind of imagine it like a Dunder Mifflin.
Yes.
I kind of imagine them like early aughts, business casual, Dunder Mifflin, just like pale, stale, male, khakis, polos.
Casual Friday wear.
Blouses. Like no woman has ever worn a shirt there. She only wears a blouse.
Definitely. And that's why I said slacks. I'm like, they just wear slacks.
Slacks and blouses.
Yeah.
I do think that it's an interest. I think the Baronet has a prettier mind than I do, because I think of like a 1950s mid-modern, very businessy. It's like an interesting look to take it to. I think like if I was putting it on the screen, that's how I'd put it on the screen. But in my mind, it's like kind of just chompy khakis from Old Navy.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm on the same page as you, Meg. I have a letter, folks. You're not going to believe this.
Got an actual physical letter?
I have a letter. It's a scroll. It's delivered by a raven. And it's from Gina.
Okay.
And Gina writes, "Hello, Symphony, Meg, and Hal. First of all, I'm really fond of this podcast. Good Morning Night Vale Thursdays are my favorite Thursdays, especially when paired with too much coffee. That is a good combination. The episode Renovations has been on my mind since I first listened to it 3 years ago. Among the comedic and the creepy in Welcome to Night Vale, there is often wisdom woven into the writing, and this has helped me make decisions and make sense of difficult situations. When I started listening to the show, I was grappling with a friendship that had been unraveling for several months as my friend and I grew up a little more and grew apart. I kept trying to fix it. I wanted to be a version of myself that might make the relationship work, and to get my friend to be the version of himself I used to be so close with. I kept thinking that if I said just the right thing, we would go back to how it was supposed to be. Spoiler, we would not. Listening to Renovations one night before I fell asleep, part of Cecil's closing comments made me sit up straight. Quote, "Others of you are trapped in mistaken impressions of how your life should supposedly be. But that started long before this whole Strex thing. That's something only you can fix through reflection and laughter and acceptance." When I heard this, I finally realized I couldn't resurrect a friendship that didn't exist anymore, and that the energy I was spending on trying to do so was ultimately hurting us both. I thought I was trapped in the wrong version of my life, but I was actually trapped by my expectations. This episode was a major catalyst for learning to let go of beliefs and relationships that aren't working for me anymore, and I'm really grateful to have heard it at the right time. So I have 2 questions for the 3 of you. First, to what extent is Welcome to Night Vale a carefully veiled advice podcast? Second, are there any life lessons or pieces of wisdom that the podcast has taught you? All the best, Gina. P.S. See y'all in Eugene.
Yes.
Woo woo.
Love Eugene.
Eugenia, we love Eugene.
Eugene, you toddle in town.
That's where we'll get our colon hydrotherapy.
We do have another day off in Eugene.
Woo!
Blast that water in my anus. Gina, the first question is, I think any good piece of art can hold a lesson in it. And something like this, the performance where the character is speaking directly to you and giving good sound advice, you may hear it at a time when your life when you need it. So in that way, yes, it is a thinly veiled advice podcast, as is any other dramatic piece like that resonates with you. So you can, I guess what I'm saying is I think you can draw that kind of inspiration and that kind of advice from anywhere. You just have to sort of be open to receiving it. Does that make sense? Do we agree?
Bro, that was
Yes.
like the most eloquent way you could put that. I would have been like, yeah, like totally believe that.
I'd be like, it's like an allegory.
Those live in your toilet in New York. They're allegories of the sewers. I heard about it on 60 Minutes. The second question is a little bit similar to something that we heard last time. And I would have to say the life lessons are pieces of wisdom. It's just more just learning from the people who I spent time with on the show. And some of that can be learning performance tricks and how to be better as a performer, and others are just becoming a more well-rounded person by being surrounded by people who aren't me all the time. Like any friends you have, even the one you're probably no longer even have any relationship with, obviously, there are things you learn from one another that helped each of you grow as people. That to me remains my biggest takeaway from Night Vale, is the people that I work with and the positive impact they've had on my life.
I would say yes, and Hal.
Yes.
See, I'm improving.
You did it.
I would also say that I think Night Vale, one thing that I've taken away from Night Vale is to be more civically minded, be more, I feel like since I've been involved with this show, I've become more aware of, I mean, obviously there's been other things in the world that have just come up, but I don't know, it makes you question, you're like, oh, I should question what people are telling me on TV and in the government, and capitalism is bad? What?
I will say that my answer is a combination of both of your answers. So yeah, so obviously I've learned so much from working in the world of Night Vale. I learned an entirely new trade. I've learned 7 entirely new trades doing it. So there's a ton. I've learned so much from the friends that we've made along the way and getting to share in their lives and having them share in my lives. So many of that things. But then also, yeah, to Symphony's point, the civic mindedness and your responsibility as a citizen, what that means. And we were just talking about this earlier in the episode with Cecil being the hero. You need to be the hero that you want to see. And so really like taking that in and thinking about what that means and what that looks like, understanding that no one is going to save you but you. Mm-hmm. And if you have the ability to save other people, you should do that too.
Well, and, there is something to be said for being in it together and trying to be kind to people. And I think those things are echoed throughout Night Vale, even in the most strange ways. Anyways, yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
Next episode, we're going to be talking about some capital campaign. Yeah, we're pretty excited about it. So we hope you join us for that. But yeah, in the meantime, maybe go to our Patreon. But other than that, good morning, Night Vale. Good morning. Yeah.
Good Morning Night Vale is a Night Vale Presents production. It is hosted by Symphony Sanders, Hal Lublin, and Meg Bashwiner. It is edited by Grant Stewart. It is mixed by Vincent Cacchione. It is produced by Meg Bashwiner. Theme music by Disparition. Special thanks to our fans who submitted their thoughts this week. Leave us a voicemail at 929-277-2050 or email us at info@goodmorningnightVale.com to share your theories and ask questions, or to tell us what an amazing time you had at our Welcome to Night Vale live shows that are happening in the next 2 weeks in Denver, Boise, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, Sacramento, Eugene, Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, and Kelowna. What up, Canada? This show is powered by our patrons like Catherine Myers, Ira Tanner, Richard Young, and Q40A. If you're interested in supporting the show in exchange for lots of fun, exclusive, insider, hyper-cool kid content like our social security numbers and addresses, check us out at patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. For more information on this show, go to goodmorningnightVale.com and follow us on Facebook and on Twitter at Night Vale Chat. Special thanks to Christy Gressman, Jeffrey Craner, Joseph Fink, and Adam Cecil. Today's adverb is celebratorily. In honor of the day, I will now celebratorily list all of the Halloween costumes I can remember wearing. Pebbles from the Flintstones, a California raisin, an M&M, a witch, a bobby soxer, a bag of M&Ms, a witch again, a dark angel, a Dutch master cigar, Amy Winehouse, Marilyn Monroe, and Rosie the Riveter.